Have you ever looked at someone who cheated and thought, why would they do that? They had something good. They seemed happy. And then they threw it all away. Here is the truth most people miss. Cheating is not always about finding someone new. It is often about escaping something old. It is not always about desire either. Sometimes it is about pain, or loneliness, or fear, or even boredom. People cheat for reasons that have nothing to do with the person they cheated with and everything to do with what is happening inside themselves. This is not about making excuses. It is about understanding the psychology behind why people cheat and what that says about being human. So let us break down the 10 biggest psychological reasons people cheat and what each one reveals about love, trust, and connection. 1. Unmet emotional needs. Most affairs do not start with attraction. They start with emptiness. When someone feels unseen, unheard, or disconnected, that silence starts to hurt. And in that space, even a little attention can feel powerful. A coworker who listens. A friend who notices. It feels harmless at first until it does not. Cheating often begins emotionally long before it ever becomes physical. It is not about finding someone better. It is about finding someone who makes them feel visible again. 2. Lack of sexual satisfaction. Intimacy matters. Not just the physical part, but what it represents. Closeness, attention, connection. When that fades or becomes one-sided, frustration builds quietly. Maybe one partner wants it more. Maybe it has turned into routine. When people stop feeling desired, it changes how they see themselves. Often, it is not about chasing someone new. It is about chasing the feeling of being wanted again. 3. Attachment styles. How we love as adults often comes from how we were loved as kids. If you grew up learning that closeness meant rejection, you might become avoidant. You might push people away when things get too close. If love always felt uncertain, you might become anxious. You might need constant reassurance, even from the wrong places. Some people cheat to avoid intimacy. Others cheat to test it. It is not always about passion. Sometimes it is about fear. The good news is that attachment styles are not permanent. They are patterns, and once you see them, you can change them. 4. Opportunity and temptation. Sometimes cheating does not happen because someone is unhappy. It happens because the opportunity shows up. Late nights, business trips, private messages, moments where attraction meets privacy. Even good people can make bad choices when timing, temptation, and loneliness line up. Most affairs are not planned. They are situational. Opportunity does not cause cheating. It just exposes what is already weak. 5. Low impulse control. You ever do something and immediately think, why did I just do that? That is low impulse control. Emotion takes over before logic can catch up. Some people cheat in moments of stress, anger, or excitement. No plan, no deep reason, just impulse. And once the rush fades, regret hits hard. Most impulsive cheaters do not want to destroy their relationship. They just did not stop themselves in time. Learning to pause between feeling and action can change everything. 6. Desire for novelty and thrill. The human brain loves newness. It is wired for it. At the start of a relationship, everything feels exciting. You are discovering, learning, chasing. But as time goes on, comfort replaces chaos. Safety replaces spark. Some people mistake that peace for boredom. They start chasing the high again, not because they do not love their partner, but because they miss that rush. Healthy couples fight that by staying curious about each other, trying new things, keeping the spark alive instead of looking for it somewhere else. 7. Revenge or retaliation. Sometimes cheating is not about love. It is about anger. When someone feels betrayed, ignored, or disrespected, they might cheat to get even. It is a way to say, now you know how it feels. But revenge never fixes anything. It just spreads the pain around. Healing is always louder than revenge. 8. Self-esteem and identity. For some people, cheating is not about attraction. It is about validation. When someone feels unwanted or insecure, being desired by someone new can feel like proof that they still matter. It is a temporary ego boost, a quick fix for deeper pain. But validation from someone else does not heal insecurity. It feeds it. Because once that attention fades, the emptiness comes back. Real confidence is not built from being wanted. It is built from knowing you are enough, even in silence. 9. Fear of commitment or intimacy. Not everyone cheats to gain something. Some cheat to escape something. For people afraid of commitment, closeness can feel like losing freedom. As soon as it gets serious, they panic. Cheating becomes an escape hatch, a way to distance themselves before things get too real. It is not about not caring. It is about fear. But you cannot feel real love without also risking real pain. 10. Cultural and social influence. The world we live in does not make this easier. Movies, music, and social media often glamorize infidelity. In some groups, cheating is treated like it is normal. When you grow up around people who do not value loyalty, you start believing it is optional. But your surroundings do not define your values. You do. Integrity means doing what is right, even when no one else does.